Can we also become two-sword style? Tipiang no, Ohtani's baseball legacy inspires versatility across sports and society. In late 2012, Shohei Ohtani, then 18 years old, decided to join Japan's professional baseball team Nippon-Ham Fighters instead of challenging the U.S. Major League. The Fighters' proposal to guarantee him the opportunity to play both as a pitcher and a batter, just as he did in high school, captivated Ohtani. The following day, Japanese newspapers extensively covered his professional debut with headlines like ordering Ohtani to wield the two swords. It was a moment when the term two-sword style, which had only appeared in movies, dramas, and comics featuring samurais, gained new life through the sport of baseball. The term two-sword style refers to a swordsmanship school that uses two swords. It involves wielding one sword different sizes in each hand to fight. Miyamoto Musashi, a legendary swordsman from Japan's Edo period, was famous for using both a long and a short sword. Although the two-sword style frequently appears in various popular culture media, featuring him as a protagonist, it was not a commonly used term in everyday life. In 2016, as Ohtani won the league MVP and the Japan Series Championship, the term two-sword style crossed the sea and began to take root in South Korea. In the U.S., players like Ohtani are called two-way players. Even when Ohtani debuted in 2018, wearing the L.A. Angels uniform, Major League experts were indifferent to the two-sword style. The New York Times stated he may have been a special player in Japan, but Ohtani is not Babe Ruth. However, Ohtani defied modern baseball conventions and became a superstar, completely changing the global perception of the two-sword style. As Ohtani became an icon in the sports world, second Ohtanis have emerged in other sports. At the upcoming Milan Cortina Winter Olympics next month, there's a notable two-sword style star to watch. American speed skater Jordan Stoltz is considered a gold medal contender in both short distance, 500m, 1000m, middle distance, 1500m, and long distance mass start races. In fact, he stunned the world by winning 5 titles at the ISU, International Skating Union, World Cup held in Norway last month. It is as if Usain Bolt, Jamaica, who dominated the 100m and 200m, his main events, also won the middle and long distance races of 800m and 3000m. Sjoeke Stouwerman, a Dutch speed skating star who has already won 3 Olympic gold medals, is making a bold challenge by competing in the women's 1,500-meter short track and the 1,000m speed skating events in Milan. Short track, with a lap of 111.12m, and speed skating on a 400m track, are completely different sports despite both being on ice. Short track national team members Choi Min-jong and Kim Gil-lee, and speed skaters Kim Min-seon and Lee Na-hyun will compete with an ice two-sword style athlete Stouwerman for medals. The term two-sword style, once a niche swordsmanship term, has become a common phrase in everyday life beyond sports thanks to Ohtani's popularity. It has established itself as a symbol of versatile multiplayer who achieves outstanding results based on expertise. For example, a construction company expanding into the IT sector is called a two-sword style company, and a student with both humanities and scientific talents is referred to as a two-sword style talent. It is not awkward to describe neighbors who diligently manage their main jobs while also pursuing side businesses with a two-sword style epithet. Miyamoto Musashi is said to have never lost in over 60 life or death duels using two swords. In his military strategy book, The Book of Five Rings, he emphasized that the mindset for victory is far more important than the technique of wielding a sword. He stated that by guarding against evil intentions, avoiding unnecessary actions, and discerning the truth of things with broad perspective, one can defeat dozens of opponents alone. It seems worthwhile to cultivate one's own two-sword style in daily life, which is a series of big and small competitions.